One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a team looking to get into the win column, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Seminoles will put total leather and we'll get started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got him downfield. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Nice job reeling in that catch. And listen, when you say Miami Hurricane football, to me, I think about burners at the receiver position. Michael Irvin, Andre Johnson, Santana Moss, Reggie Wayne, who I played with in the Senior Bowl. These guys could not be covered one-on-one. And this dude here in this offense today, he causes the same kind of problems. Really, really good route runner. He always seems to get open.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Scanning the field, it's back. Quickly to the tight end. On the move at the 30. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. And the Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. Guys, they're really starting to find a rhythm in conference play now. They'll try to keep it going through the rest of this ACC slate.
I think it's really important because they're building confidence early in the season. There were a lot of expectations on this team to play well, and they've been doing that. Obviously, David, they've got bigger challenges ahead.
Yeah, and the conference play, obviously you want to see that continue to grow. The confidence, the familiarity with each other within, obviously, is a lot of time that's a big deal. The rivalries that come with it. So, great start, a lot of positive momentum built for this squad.
And the Hurricanes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. On the ground, it's Lyon. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little third to mid-range. You got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Trying to run it in. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
And this was looking like such a promising opening drive of the game. They had it down close. They tried to run the ball there on 3rd down. Didn't get it. So now it's decision time for the head coach. If you want to pay this thing off and go for it, get aggressive here, trying to capitalize, score a tutty on the first drive of the game.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. That is no good. After the miss, no change in the score.
And this place was going crazy before the game, and the offense on the first drive kind of quieted them down a little bit, but the defense, great job. They get a goal-to-go situation. They get the stop, force the field goal, force the miss. The crowd's back in it, baby.
Leaves it with the back. Crosses the 30. He's got away. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
That is such a good run. I'll tell you, if you're going to put on a Seminole helmet, you better be dangerous with the ball in your hands at the running back position, right? You think back to the late, great Bobby Bowden. He was always able to recruit a difference maker at that position. He would have loved to have this guy in his offense because it feels like he can score a touchdown every single time he has the ball.
With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a man. It's Sperry. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lets it fly. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Seminoles will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Catches it at the 30. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. The toss sweep to the right. He's knocked down for a loss of 7.
Well, the offense is running towards the open grass, right? They're going toss play to the field, but way too much penetration defensively, forcing that tackle for loss.
The Hurricanes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Daniels. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Back to pass. It's back. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Hauls it in at the 25. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Webster. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Dropping back, it's Sperry. Unloads to the wideout. That third down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
The Knowles decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's got it. He's got great speed. You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field on display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. These two have storied traditions in the history of the sport, but in the not-too-distant past, Miami actually considered giving up football, and Florida State was an afterthought.
Now, a lot of people forget back in the day when Miami was in the Big East, right? Florida State was in the ACC. This was kind of an interconference battle every time they played, but no doubt, David, this game just holds so much more significance to both programs.
Both in the state of Florida. Florida State, Miami, the uniforms are so great, the lineage, the history of the players, so it does. It feels like this rivalry's been playing a lot longer than since 1951.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They'll toss it to the left. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
The best offenses are the ones that can run the football in the red zone when the defense knows it's coming. It's hard to throw the ball down in this area of the field. They go with the toss play, and they pick up a big game.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Now the play fake. Buys a little time. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Grabbed behind the line. It's Bauman. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On third and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down.
When you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows we're hitting. What a play by the defensive end.
And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Nestled just inside that right upright. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. They want to get the ball right back here in the first half. They've got the lead and going for the onside kick. We've got a timeout from the kicking team. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Webster. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. And there was... Where to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
The short hand, it's White. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You can tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
And the Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Wants to throw. It's Sperry. Caught near the sticks. It's White. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
From the gun, running back gets to give. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Oh, they're after him. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. A deep tradition of backers who make plays and get after quarterbacks. Ray Lewis could do it all back in the day, just like this guy is.
And they look the same, don't they? They look the part, just big, physical, huge guys, but the speed element always there, always in the backfield, making plays.
Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Sometimes you're just living right. You put the ball in jeopardy in the middle of traffic, and he makes the grab off the deflection.
No, Reese, that's exactly what you're supposed to do. Throw over the middle of the field and zone when all the eyeballs are looking right at you, towards a defender. Not the best offense, but, man, they caught a break. You take those breaks, and you don't apologize for them.
Punt is on its way. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Going for it all. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive and do something a little bit different.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That play had zero shot. They got to do a better job up front, create some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
Gets it out fast. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the door. To the air, it's back. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
That's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Looking downfield on first down. Gonna let it fly. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense. You're late in the first half. They're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Looking downfield, and time is running short. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Pocket breaking down. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. And the Noles will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch right at the 50. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Dropping back, it's back. Throws to the wideout. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Canes will kick it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going to the run to start this second half. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Right down the middle. And his throw is incomplete.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Seminoles will send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. The give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Finds his man. It's Daniels. He picks up the first down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender. Hitting on transfer portal quarterbacks can be tricky. Certainly Miami did so with Cam Ward a season ago. And Jesse, they're hoping to keep it going with Carson Beck.
They want the Carson Beck version from 2023. At the end of that season, after winning the Orange Bowl, a lot of people thought Carson Beck would end up being the first pick of the NFL draft. 2024 was a bit more up and down. They need him to play well each and every week. He's playing, remember, behind Cam Ward. He's got a very, very big shoes to fill, but no doubt he is the key for Miami's success.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Beck. This time he's got it. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. And the Canes in the hurry-up.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to get...
Looking for the end zone. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound. The war chant on 3rd down at the Dome. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Daniels. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Well, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, Miami! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield, it's Castellanos. Quarterback now breaking the field. Caught near the sideline, it's White. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there.
It's a really nice job by the defense staying disciplined there. And the quarterback's trying to get it out on the right side. As soon as he makes the catch, though, down he goes. Really good job with the tackle.
And the Seminoles now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Wow, and the Miami linebacker shows you his speed on that play. And linebacker in speed, synonymous when you're thinking about Miami Hurricane defense. Think about Ray Lewis, Jonathan Vilma, Dan Morgan, DJ Williams. Guys that can go side.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good reach. On the interception.
That's a bad decision by the quarterback. In that area of the field, you have got to be careful. If the guy's not wide open, you've got to throw that football away, because not only are you getting it picked off, but he's returning it now down close to your goal line and setting his offense up in great field position.
And they will open this drive right on the doorstep with a 1st and goal. Looking for the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Hurricane! No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. The Hurricanes continue to gain strength, and they have built a lead on the Noles.
I think that speed from Miami is really starting to show itself here in the football game, and it doesn't look like Florida State at this point, David, can keep up with all that athleticism.
Speed and swag, they got it going now. They got the confidence going, and when Miami gets the confidence going, it is tough to beat. Florida State's going to have to make something happen and make it happen fast.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. off the play fake on first down to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Davis. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Seminoles want to move quickly. They'll ride Davis here. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. He's running free down the middle. Touchdown, Canes. The defense putting points on the board.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Ole Miss needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Oxford behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Alabama. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition. And if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The screen, he's got wheels. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Time to take a shot. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to...
Turning it on! And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
My old coach said to never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Or will they dial up on 2nd and 8? Long way to go. To the air. It's Beck. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. He's into the open down the middle. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Miami!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the returner will be knocked down. This drive will open from the 15. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's White. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Going over the top. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Looking to throw, it's back. Rushes on him. And they can't make the connection.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Gonna take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. So we open the final period with a third down play. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. And the Canes line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll start this drive from the 42. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires to the wideout. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. This Hurricane defense has been an impenetrable wall all day, not moving an inch against these guys.
And it's a complete effort, Reese. It's the front. It's the defensive line owning the work up front. It's the linebackers running. It's the secondary all working together, reminiscent of the 2001 Miami defense. Under 10 points a game, putting together a performance today.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
The give to Davis. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He's got it, first down and more. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
He wants to take the top off. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, no! This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The extra point is good, but the lead is still big, down 31-7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with a scoring toss from the 33. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back.
Man, and these are the situations. They know you're kicking an onside. You got to get it. You got to find a way to get the football. And how about it? Get the kick. Get a good bounce. Everybody's flying down the field. Ball bouncing all over the place. You fall on it. Offense has another chance to put some points on the board.
Back to throw. It's Berry. Fires to the middle. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Robinson. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Going for it all. Broken up, incompleted, nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the 4th quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He wants to throw it again. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks that this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
Quarterback making adjustments. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Here's a heat. They get to him as he throws. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Looking for more room. A really good return after the interception puts them in business at the 29.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. And the Hurricanes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Looking for a man. It's back. Intercepted to stop the threat. Past the 50. The 40. Inside the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Florida State. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
They'll line up to go for 2. They'll go to the air. He's got it, so they convert the 2 and keep just a flicker of hope alive down 2 possessions. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Wants to fire on second down. Release to the back. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Trying to burn this defensive back. This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
This is frustrating. You know, you're an offense, you're in a great position, you're up by 2 scores. All you do is take care of the football. Premium.
Going for the big play. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup. That was sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
The Seminoles have their offense in high gear. Wants to keep it in the air. He spins that thing down the middle. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to throw, it's Sperry. Looking to the big tight end. Catch in the middle, it's Pittman. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first, it's at the 37.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
Grabbed over the middle, it's Blackwell. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. The Noles come to the line with a new set of downs. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on first down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number 1 for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again.
Touchdown, Seminoles! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
There we go. There's step 1. There's a lot of things that needs to happen for this offense, but they started with the touchdown. Time's ticking out. We got to go for 2 here. Cut this to 8, where we maybe can get another score and get that 2-point conversion to tie it.
So that touchdown was big, but just as big, this 2-point conversion attempt to try to get it to a 1-possession game. Intercepted for the 11th time. Inside the 40. The 30. He's at the 20.
Nice coverage, jump the route, create the interception, and then it looks like he could go all the way. Oh, so close.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now to see if they can cash it in. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. There's 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter. They become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
The pitch to the left. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
When you're running up the middle, you got so many big boys on the inside. When you run this toss out wide, it's nice because you get away from all the beef. You get to get on the perimeter, make some of those little guys make some tackles out wide. The running back really appreciates when you give him some tosses.
Timeout called by the defense. 13 seconds to go. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Here they're trying to get it to the edge. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Lots of running room. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. One more play to pad the stats. Looking to throw, it's Sperry. He wants a big play here late. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. A rivalry defined by wide rights, wide lefts, mascot arrest went right down.